Hey everyone, welcome to the video. I'm Amy and I post new videos every week. Today's video is going to be creating this it's supposed to be holiday but not super holiday, festive kind of situation on the eyes and obviously the full face we're doing today. The eyes, we are focusing on the Temptalia x Sydney Grace Quintessence palette, which is a beautiful palette. I'm sorry, I will open it again. Look at how beautiful she is. We dipped into quite a few of these shades today to create this look, and I'm really happy with it. Really excited to share with you how I got this look. So if that sounds like something you're into, go ahead and like this video so I know you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let's go ahead and get into this. All right, it's a little warm outside, so excuse me if you hear birds and stuff. I've got the door open and it's right here. But oh man, there's dogs barking. Hope you don't mind. So I don't really have idea, fun, cool name to name this video, but I really wanted to dip into the Temptalia x Sydney Grace Quintessence palette for today's look, and I'm really wanting to use this shade and maybe some of this and maybe some of this. I just feel like that'd be a really cool burgundy holiday look, you know, really rich and fancy. But I don't want to do my eyes first. I want to put on foundation first, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use today my Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick foundation. I haven't used this in a while and I need to because it's honestly probably already bad, but it's fine. I wanted coverage and dewy today, and that's what this gives me. And now for concealer, since this is so fair, I had to go for a concealer that's more fair. This is the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer in Light Cool. I love this concealer. It's really good for every day. Lovely. Love the finish of that. I'm going to throw a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury powder just around my eye area. This might actually be my last video doing makeup for Vlogmas, because I think the rest of them are all favorites and ranking and stuff, which are have been highly requested, which is very rare. I usually don't get a lot of requests, so that was one of the requests I kept getting was ranking, so I'm doing a few of those this year. And my yearly favorites as well, just because I'm not going to rank every category, you know. Still going to do the favorites. Got to do my project pan. We're getting so close. So close. I'm going to take a big powder brush and go into the glowish powder. This is the shade 01 Fair. I've used this with quite a few different foundations now, and I feel like it works pretty similarly on all of them. I haven't had really a negative experience with it. And it does get a little bit glowier throughout the day. And I just watched Taylor Wen talking about it again, and she talked about it it was super glowy. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to a glowy finish, because look at my skin right now, right? That's regular foundation. And then once I set it, I just don't feel like it's super glowy. I mean, it's glowy and it's nice and really I don't know, but she does also use almost like a foundation brush. I wonder what this would be like. Should I do it? Go a little into there. She said she uses this under her eyes to brighten, and I just don't know. Does that look brightening? Do you see a difference? Let me try it as highlight with a highlight brush, which seems really weird because doesn't look highlighty, but here's this. Ready? Oh, okay. I guess it does have some glow. I don't know. But now that area of my face looks super powdery because I just layered 18 powders on it, but I'm gonna match it on this side. Let's get rid of a little bit of this powderiness. And I'm gonna go into the Danessa Myricks Cream contour balm in light 1. Now, because I have like more full coverage going on right now, I'll probably go in with a powder too. But if I were doing like an everyday look, this is plenty pigmented and everything to go on its own. You guys think it's super weird that I put creams on after I powdered? I don't know, I'm just really weird about layers. Like, I feel like the base colors should go first, you know? Like, if I need powder again later, I'll do it, but that's just, I don't know. Instead of thinking about it as, like, do all my cream products and then all my powder products, I think of it as, like, do the foundation layer with its powder layer and then the cream layer. I don't know. It's probably bad practice, but it's just automatically what I want to do. I don't know. Pulled out Rose Ink Heliotrope, which I don't feel like I've used as much since I got it. I used it a couple of times, like in life. And then the Melt Cosmetics Golden Hour. I swatched that, and then I'm going to swatch the eyeshadow color that I am wanting to use. This is the eyeshadow that I want to use. It is called Orion Nebula. And then we have Golden Hour from Melt Cosmetics and Heliotrope from Rose Ink. First, I will throw on a little bit. I'm going to use this I'm Meme powder. I'm going to stay kind of in the lighter section because I'm wanting to give off like winter vibes. What are your guys' like Christmas traditions? Because I don't feel like I have many. I put up the tree like the day after Thanksgiving, and I usually take a few days or weeks to finish putting up the tree because I like to fill it with ornaments. I didn't this year. I left it a little bit more sparse, but as you can see, there is plenty of ornaments in there. And usually I will make cookies just for the, like, by myself, just for the fact of making cookies. I'm not a sweets person, so I don't care really to eat them much, and I don't give them to anybody. I just make cookies and watch movies, I guess. But that's about it. Like, I don't have really Christmassy type traditions. Like, I've never made a gingerbread house. Like, I'm going into heliotrope, by the way. I'm going to go kind of all over. And then after I do the eye, I'll see if I want to add the peachy tone, you know? What? So, what are your guys' like traditions? And not even like, obviously not just Christmas, any holidays that you're celebrating this time of year, or I mean, like, even people that are not actually celebrating a like religious holiday or whatever. I feel like there's no way you can get out of like the holiday, you know, like Hallmark holiday, whatever they call it, of Christmas and stuff, you know. It's like, that's got to be so hard, especially for people who are like Orthodox in some way, like, but I guess, you know, if you're doing your own stuff, then it's easier. But I'm just really curious what other people do as traditions. I know a lot of people's traditions, like, definitely revolve around family, which I'm not that close to mine. So, there's that. I did go visit my cousin. She had a baby. Went and visit the baby, who has my middle name. So, that was fun. I'm so weird, like, around babies. I'm never the person that's like, oh my god, let me see that baby. You know? I'm like, oh wow, cool, you had a baby. Oh, you want me to hold it? Which, by the way, I held that baby. I don't know how people are holding babies for all day, every day. Because I held that baby for like 2 minutes and I was like, my arms are going to fall off. And I was sitting down. I wasn't even standing. So I don't know how people do that. Mothers of the world, you all are crazy. This color's really cute. What do you think? It's kind of hard when I turn my face because I'm so glowy, but that's a nice color, I think. It was so funny. I was watching Julia Adams did a video. I don't remember what it was called. But she was talking about the rose ink blushes, and she had a few shades, so she swatched them, and she swatched heliotrope on her skin, and she was like, well, this one's obviously too pale for me. And I'm like, I thought her and I were kind of similar. Like, I figure she's a little bit tanner than me, which, I mean, I know that she sometimes is self-tanned and, like, has, like, her Hawaii tan or whatever. But I was just like, dang, you're really darker than me. And it's so funny because, like, she refers to herself as pale and, like, uses the lightest shades of some foundations, which I'm like, I don't even consider myself the palest person, but I'm way paler. Anyways, I guess just to start out a little bit slow and easy, hopefully, I'm going to go into Parallax, which is this gray, which doesn't really go with what I'm going for, but it'll give me something to start with, you know, something to blend into. I love that shade. Like, that shade alone, beautiful. It's like a perfect gray taupey color. Like, it has a little bit of warmth once you start blending it out. I'm going to take this BH number 17. Yeah. And I'm going to go into this. And I'm going to do this on, like, the outer portion into the crease, because I kind of want to put the Milky Way shade on the lid portion. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Yeah? Yeah. Let's try it. I've been really into these kind of tones this year, right? Like, it's similar to Experiment from Rim Beauty, and it's similar to Disrupt from Auric. Look at that color. Ugh. It's so pretty. And it's working beautifully with this blender. So I'm going to go a little bit. I don't want to pull this look out because I feel like I've been doing that a lot. So I'm going to try to stay kind of in the rounded shape. I'm like barely grazing my skin, and you can see it's adding depth. Really beautiful formula. This is my first Sydney Grace situation. I got it during one of their sale things that they do. So I have some singles too, but I haven't used those. Okay, I will deepen it up, I think, but first I do want to go into that Milky Way shade. Let's see, do I want it to, do you guys do this because you should be doing this? So I want to know if I want the Milky Way shade on its own or overlaid. So I am going to put it over a swatch of the Orion Nebula. And then I guess I'm going to do a concealer patch in case I want to cut the crease. So I can get a clean color of the Milky Way color. Let's see. So different. Okay. So this is Milky Way on top of just my hand. Do you see how reflective that is? This is Milky Way on top of concealer. It kind of dulls it down and really brings out the blue, actually, of it. And then this is Milky Way halfway over Orion, where you can really see that redness in the base. I think I'm going to go this route. You know, that keeps in line with, like, the red-green instead of bringing in the blue portion of it. So I am not going to clean up. I'm just going to put it right over what I've got going on here and blend around. It reminds me a little bit of ColourPop Glass Bull, where it's got that, like, sheerness to it and that, like, blue, green, red, brown situation. I didn't go all the way into the inner corner. Before I do the inner corner, what I want to do is I want to take this NYX Jumbo pencil in the shade Milk, and I want to put this kind of in my inner corner first so that when I put the Milky Way shade in there, it's, like, really bright. I'm hoping. Hold on. They have a silver shade in here called Serious Starlight. This whole freaking, oh, maybe this one. That's going to be intense. Okay. Kind of make a pretty big area. Ooh, that's brightening. I am going to blend it a little bit. And then I'm going to pick up Serious Starlight with the same brush. Oof. I'm gonna go over that with Milky Way just so it's got like the same tones as the rest of the look, but it kept the brightness. Yeah. All right, I had to change my battery and the other one wasn't really done charging, so I took a break and I ate lunch and now I'm back. I did go ahead and take a little bit of the red under the eyes as well. So here is where we are, and I think I do want to go deeper, and I looked for an eyeliner, but I don't have an eyeliner that would really go with this. So I found this Wet n Wild gel lip liner, which is kind of a darker burgundy color. So I'm going to put it in my waterline all around and then maybe at the lash line a little bit as well. This is working really well as a liner. So if you're looking for a weird eyeliner color, try out those Wet n Wild ones, lip liners. I would say don't use it as a lip liner and then an eyeliner and like choose which one it's going to be. So that is a little base for the next color, which I'm going to go into my constellation and kind of hit up that line we created. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. It's like a more purpley, but it still has a little bit of that, like, you know, maroon burgundiness to it, whatever. I'm just blending it a little bit stronger at the lash line and then just blending it. I'm trying so hard not to wing this out. Trying so hard. So I feel like the inner corner is super poppin', and that shade we used, Serious Starlight, is like super silvery and has a lot of glitters in it. So I want to put some of that on the lid. So I'm going to lightly tap into it and lightly tap kind of over. See how like it just brightened it up a little bit and gave me a little bit more sparkle, but it still has that like cool tone. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to do for the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and put on some mascara, and I'll come back for the lips. All right, mascara is on. Ugh, it's so pretty. I love these tones. I do have a little tiny bit of fallout. Honestly, not much, just probably like the glitter particles. So I'm just going to sweep a little powder brush under there. I didn't know what the end of the look would really look like, so I brought out a few lip options. I did just get the ColourPop BFF lip liner, so I'm going to go ahead and just use that. I did also recently get this Barbie ColourPop collab, and it has this like nude lipstick with it. I could have used that liner. I don't know why I didn't. So I'm going to try this lipstick. Okay. This is Golden Beach, by the way. It is quite a warm color, and I think it looks even warmer because of how cool our eye is. Our eye? My eye. Our eye. We made this look together, honestly. And then I'm going to go into Huda Beauty Angel. And this one, I think, is more pink, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's way more like it. Yes. Yes. All right. So I think that's closer. But to take it all the way, I'm going to use the Rare Beauty Nearly Mauve lip gloss, which has barely a tint, but I feel like it might like dull it down a little bit, you know? Yeah. It's still a nude, like peachy nude kind of color, but I feel like it goes with the eyes a lot better now. And to bring in a little bit of that peachiness, we're going to go into Golden Hour. Everyone was right. The like glowy versions of these things are so good. Neutralize my cheek a little with some peachiness. Now the lip fits way better, right? It was a very subtle change, but it was a change nonetheless. close up of the final look. But yeah, this is the finished look. She's glowy, she's full coverage, but she's still fun and festive. It's not as in your face holiday as a super red or a super green, but I do still feel like it's very festive with this like berry burgundy color, and the lid shade really reads as kind of green in person. I don't know how it's picking up on camera. And then the inner corner kind of reminds me of like being really cold because it's like silver right next to the red, which makes it a little bit purple. I don't know. I'm really liking this. I'm loving this palette. Great job, Temptalia. I'm sorry, I don't know her actual name. Great job, Sydney Grace. Really, really loving this palette. I still haven't dipped into those like blue colors or those green colors, and I can't wait. But yeah, this is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!